All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahahakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. All right. It's the brother Yeshaya. And, this lesson is going to be about the steal of this shot that you see on the screen. Now, this happened to me yesterday. I was going to get some gas for the lawnmower. Only needed a gallon or so. So I went around to this pump, this last pump at the end at this particular gas station, this small gas station that I usually go to around the way. And lo and behold, as soon as I looked up, I saw the numbers that you see right here, 1444, okay, 144, and then 4. The 3 4s is also, a sign as well, okay, because 4 is the number of mercy. When the Lord does sequences of 3, it's usually a message tied to it. So, man, I was excited, man, because, we know, especially us brothers, that's in the know, we're always looking for some motivation from the Lord, okay? That's why every time we see 555, Kahla Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we see a sequence of numbers, 777, especially 144, all right? We shout for joy. Okay, we get excited. All right, we give praises to the Lord, and we exhort our brother. All right, and that's what today's video is going to be about. It's going to be an exhortation. Okay, it means to uplift or to strengthen. All right, and when we have certain instances like this, and we share them with the body, it's to strengthen and to exhort. Okay, because the Lord doesn't do anything by chance. All right, He says that a sparrow doesn't even hit the ground without Him authorizing it. Okay, and the sparrow is a small bird. All right, so He's basically omnipresent, omniscient, all-knowing. All right, all present, all powerful, and all basically all-knowing. Right. So, without further ado, I have some exhortation scriptures, all right, to get into. And also, man, and I was excited because just to see this on a gas pump is because usually I know people fill up to when they till they can't, and then the meter will stop where it may. But usually Jay could have a prepaid amount like 15, or let me get 20 on this. All right, and just to see these numbers 1444, it must be filling up a damn I don't know, because I don't know what fills up, with 4 gallons of gas. All right, maybe, but anyway, that was for me, and also to you, Akim, and you few sisters that are watching for exhortation. So without further ado, I did a little bit of rambling. This is the book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 13. All right. Hebrews 3 and 13. But exhort one, Slaki, verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. So that's why these exhortation videos are so important. Like the Lord is dealing with us, man. He's showing us signs. Okay, and I just was thinking, just meditating on this instant. Like the Lord, He is all powerful. He takes time out of His busy schedule, man, to place certain nuggets in brothers' lives, okay, to exhort you, to keep you going, to build your faith. And that's the Lord telling you, hey, giving you that pat on the back, that spiritual pat on the back, like, hey, you're doing good, keep going. Okay, here's another, some elbow grease. Here's another boost. Keep going, my son, right? Verse 13, but exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So we got to exhort each other while it is day, okay, because we're going into the night. It's going to be a cold, dark winter. All right. So while we can, while we still can, send out these video epistles, upload videos to our respective channels, we need to, exhort one another daily. Of course, the prophecies, we go into prophecies, we go into, especially MOTB, but certain lessons like this are still important nonetheless, just to build brothers' faith, So, yeah, First Timothy, we're going to go to 1 Timothy 3 and 13. All right. Slaki. 3:16. 1 Timothy 3:16. And without, hold on, that's not it. Actually, we're going to go into the book of Hebrews. Actually, we just did 1 Timothy 3:16. Salaki. All right. Well, I don't know what that scripture was. So let's go into the book of 2 Timothy 4:2. All right. 2 Timothy 4:2. That happens sometimes, man. All right, 2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So there you go. We're to reprove and rebuke with all long suffering and doctrine. Okay, and that's what we do. Excuse me. You know, we not only we reprove and rebuke, correct, Slaki, but we are to exhort. Okay, let's read that in the NLT. Preach the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Be prepared, whether the time is favorable or not. Patiently correct, rebuke, and encourage your people with good teaching. Okay, and that's what we do with certain videos like this, man. Okay, showing our testimonies that happen in our lives to where, you know, it can be encouragement to other brothers and sisters, man. Okay, who certain things like this don't necessarily happen to, but just open your eyes, man. Just open your eyes and be aware of your surroundings, and the Lord will show you nuggets throughout your day to keep you going, man. All right, so let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 7 and verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Okay, so there you go. This is going to be the governing body, the throne of David, house of David. Okay, the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so this is an important thing. You know, the scriptures say that the earnest expectation of the creature is to wait on the manifestation of gods or the Israelites, man, to come back into power. And that starts with the 144,000. All right, because once they're, in there, they get changed and, to fashion Yahushua's glorious body. He says we should be like him, right? Okay. And then that's when, the Lord is going to, however it may fall. See, that's what, and that's what we're getting into now. We're stepping into the ongoings after the death and destruction. Okay. We know that, the elites are going to be put in chains, or dragged out of, every hole where they, slithered at or hid it or tried to hide. Okay. And they're going to get put to work, men of continuing employment. Okay, they're going to be marking signs over there in the Middle East of the bodies and digging them and burying them to replenish the earth. All right. So, I mean, in the wilderness, like the brothers was going into the wilderness. So we don't know how the intricacies of the exact ways how it's going to go, but we know that it's going to be a marvelous thing, or it's going to be a glorious thing to see those 144,000, all right, come out of heaven. All right. So let's go to that Revelation, the 21st chapter. All right. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay, so that's what the marriage, symbolizes, all right? The marriage is the conversion of those saints, the elect, into their bodies, to, like I said, fashion Yahushua's body, which is eternal. Okay, scripture says some shall rise to everlasting life and some to everlasting contempt. I show you a mystery. Not all of these that you see here shall die. Okay, so there's some men that are not going to touch death. All right, and there's some men that's going to die, but they're going to die gloriously just to be risen first with Yahushua. So that's still a honor within itself. All right. So the 144,000 are very important and integral in the, you know, scheme of things, the overall scheme of the kingdom of heaven being initiated, right? So, yeah, that's why we adore that number. Okay, just to remind us, what our mission is, man. You know, uh, Revelation 15:2, because hey, this also represents the basically victory over the beast. Revelation 15:1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. So the elect, the 144,000, and the 1/3 remnant, you can't forget that. I'm just pinpointing the 144,000, which are all men, okay? You can go into the book of Romans, and it tells you the Lord has reserved for himself 7,000 men who has not bowed down their knee to Baal, okay? Just as he told Elijah, okay? But that represents the 144,000, the basically number of completion of his men in the thousands, which happens to be what, 144,000, just like I read in the book of Revelation, all right? So, yeah, I think I had one more. Yeah, and just, one of my favorite exhortation scriptures, all right, Ephesians 6, all right? For Salakia, verse 10, Ephesians 6:10, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. We're going to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruchah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, safety to the elect out there. Shalom.